What's up, people? It's your man Black Cobra back once again with the Wheel Life Show. So tonight, two things. Number one, I just want to go over some updates for the Wheel Life Rally 2024. And number two, I don't know what's going on with my system here. I'm getting a lot of glitching, and I don't know if you guys are seeing it. Let me know if it looks like I'm glitching to you guys, because it's usually not like this. It's usually pretty smooth. So I'm not sure what's going on. But what's up, everybody? EUC Lucifer, what's going on, man? What up, what up, what up? Electric Unicycle, what's up? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Spartacus, my man, what's up? Okay, so you can see the glitching. I'm very upset about that. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, it's something to do with my probably my system. I changed out my modem for my internet because my wife was having issues. So I swapped out for a new one, and she's still having issues, and I don't know what it is, but now I see what she's talking about because I'm getting glitched and I'm hardwired in, so I'm a little frustrated with this. I don't really want to restart it because I have a feeling that it's still going to do it anyway. So let's see. Just tell me if it's glitching way too much, it's not watchable, then, but tonight's going to be short anyway. I just want to go over a few things. I want to talk about, what's up, Chris Turbo, my man? It says Chris Turbo Iwinski. I always look at that name, but the wheel, there's no like, nobody can deny that that's your wheel, bro. I look at that picture and I always say, who is that? Oh, wait, that's not Turbo. Oh, yeah, that's Turbo. Pete Lee, what's up, Pete? Pete got all the wheels now. Pete's like the wheel man. He started with the V11. Now he got two top-notch wheels, like doing the damn thing. It was good to see you at the what's the takeover, brother. He bought my V11, by the way. That's how he started. So I helped start him on his journey. Now he's doing big things. Devo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Today's a day, and I want to give a shouts out to everybody today celebrating, because today is Juneteenth. That's right, Juneteenth, ladies and gentlemen, the end of slavery, and it is something to be recognized, something to be celebrated. It was a piece of our history that was dark, and we came through it, and today's the day we celebrate that. So make sure you recognize and put it out there. If you haven't said anything, you got social media, put it up there. Shout out that Juneteenth day so we can be proud of the fact that our country was able to overcome some of its stupid ways and move beyond that. At least one of the things. So, but anyway, so so I'm sorry about the glitching. How about the sound? The sound is good though. Is the sound glitching as well, or is it just the video that you're seeing? Let me know. And I'm gonna pull up some updates for you. I want to talk about and I'm also gonna update you. I haven't posted anything yet, but some of you know. Turbo knows. He was just sending me. We've been sending messages back and forth. My ET Max is down right now. Okay, thank you, Lucifer. Thank you for telling me the audio is good. My ET Max is down. I'm very upset about that. For right now. Thanks, Henry. I appreciate that. And shouts out to you too, man. They never. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, it's crazy because there is a whole lot of controversy about that, Psycho. Um, yeah, it was. Okay, hold on. I got somebody jumping in that's gonna help me out tonight from the one wheel side. Let me see if I can pull him in real quick. Let's see if we can get you in here. He's been added to my team for the Wheel Life Rally so that we can add some more one wheel stuff. And today we have one of the one wheel guys who definitely is known in the community, the one and only Collin Chandler. What's up, Collin?
Hello, hello, hello.
So, Collin, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to let you know if you didn't see the first part. For whatever reason, my internet is glitchy over here today. It never is, but today it is. Yours looks smooth over there today, so good. I can see the difference now. I can tell that it's
Wonderful.
definitely whatever I got going on in my system over here, which is upsetting. But they can hear us really good. So Colin and I have been talking a lot with Brian from One Stop Board Shop, Mickey EVX, Andrew Tan, Ashley Showtime. We have a pretty good group of people who are doing our best to put together the best event we possibly can this year. One of the things I wanted to address from last year is there was only 6, I believe, one-wheel riders last year. The year before, there was twice as many. And, so I was just a little upset. And I have to take responsibility for that because I didn't bring in anyone from the one-wheel side. See, I have the electric unicycle. I have that part covered, me and most of the people I ride with. But the one-wheel side, I wasn't really good at talking to the people on the one wheel side, and a lot of people didn't show up, less than a year before. So this year we spoke to a lot of people in the community, the one wheel community. Colin is doing a great job of helping me to advocate for the Wheel Life Rally this year, and Brian Lindy from One Stop Board Shop also, he is doing a great job assisting, and we are going to build a hell of a park, a Stoke Park for the one wheels and the EUCs. We're gonna build some crazy stuff for everybody this year. So there's not only gonna be the racing, the flat track racing, but in the racing through the woods. And last year we raced down the hill through that tunnel, which was crazy. Um,
And then back up it. Oh man, last year, the one race I managed to win, it was on the uphill. I managed to come back at the last moment and take it on the uphill.
and
It was
how did you feel about
amazing.
that track?
Oh, it was incredible. I mean, we were deciding whether or not to bomb the hill as fast as we can or to kind of, play it a little safe. And on the first race, I figured the other guys were going to play it safe, so I did too. But on the second race, I was like, all right, I'm going for it. That, at least one of them bombed it last time, so this is my chance to get a win.
Yes, and he got that win on that track. And we're going to be posting some more clips from last year. Starting now, you're going to start seeing a whole bunch of stuff coming out to ramp up to this year's. We got 2 months, people. We got to get it in. If you go to wheelliferally.com, you'll see the exact countdown because August 3rd and 4th is going to be crazy. So we have Friday, and we have Saturday and Sunday. But if you want to come out late Friday night, if you're staying and you want to come out late Friday night and set up, if you're camping on site, feel free to come through. We'll get you in there and get you set up. Because what we're planning to do is, do some late night rides, do some bonfires. We may even get a giant screen movie going. We got a lot of things that we're planning to do this year, and a lot of things are going to be added and some things moved around. But we do have a tentative schedule. The first night we're going to be doing setup, and matter of fact, hang on a second. Let me see if I can just pull this up for you so that you can see what we're talking about. Just to give you an idea, this is a rough draft. I haven't really narrowed it down, but I want to give you guys a good idea of what we're planning this year. So let me see.
And, we'll be doing Friday night setup, but I know a lot of people want to come and start practicing, the tracks.
Yeah, I
So
know.
Friday night, you want to start coming and getting your laps in. I think that's a great idea too.
So if you want to arrive, Friday night, set it up, get yourself going. The only thing is, we're going to be setting things up. And so Friday, we'll be setting things up. So some of it may not be completely done yet for Friday night. Excuse me. But you will get an opportunity this year because this is one of the things that a lot of people talked to me about last year is being able to ride ahead of time and get really familiar. So you'll have the opportunity to ride the track. But we will have, and we are looking for volunteers. So if you go on the wheelliferally.com, there's also a tab for volunteers, but you can also send me a message. Let me know that you want to volunteer. If you volunteer, then obviously, depending on how much you volunteer, if you volunteer, you'll get a discount. And if you volunteer a whole lot, you'll get a lot bigger of a discount. So this year, the ticket is going to be $150. But if you buy it between now and the end of this month, it's still going to be 120 from last year. So I'm gonna put a discount on it for the rest of this month, because I really want everyone to go ahead and buy their tickets. But then starting next month in July is gonna go to 150. Now we're doing 2 days. When I show you this, you can see as we have here, we're starting at night on Friday, and then Saturday we're jumping right in. We got a bunch of races, and we're gonna have underground segments. Those of you who are on One Wheels, you're familiar with that. You can do your segments, and you can what's the name of that app again, Colin?
Through the Hermes app, and we partnered with Beast Wheel on this. So there are the Boston Underground, and they also have underground segments in Springfield this year, which I was really excited to hit. And then this
Oh,
happened.
oh,
So
oh, oh, oh my goodness.
it's been
So
a rough start of the summer.
what happened, Colin? Hold on. I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna drop this for a second. I need to hear this story because talk to me, Colin.
Oh man, I wish it was a better story than it was. Honestly, it's like I got back from Oak City and I got trounced at Oak City. Just trying to keep up with some of the real high level pros. It was rough, but I felt like I learned a lot, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to my local segment. There's like a single track by the train station that I hit, and just time my segment. I'm like, all right, I took some tips, make some adjustments. I'm gonna hit it hard, and I get one really good run in, and I check my phone. And I'm like, oh man, I bet that's a new best time. Like that was awesome, and it was like 5 seconds worse than my best time. I was like, what the hell? I've gotten worse. So I ride back and forth a couple times, and man, there's this like hill that kind of got washed out a little bit in the center,
Mm-hmm.
and used to be able to ride down it just fine. But normally I ride up it on the left, down it on the right. Same thing. And then I was looking at the other side, and I was coming down, and I was like, let's just try going the other way. And I kind of hit it, and it was so bumpy, and I go flying off my board. My board launches, and I plant my arm to the ground, and my feet like cartwheel above my head. So normally, when I roll, I'm gonna roll to the right or the left after I've kind of got my arm out, and that way it takes momentum off me. But with my hand planted down and my feet going just over my head, my wrist just snapped.
Ugh. Mm. Wrist.
And so I laid there for 10 minutes. I let my Apple Watch call 911 for me, but
Oh.
like I had my headphones in and my phone had fallen in my pocket. It should have called and connected, but I don't know. It's weird. Whenever fall detection happens, it like disconnects from my headphones.
Mm.
So I think 911 was probably, on the phone 10 feet away while I was going, ah!
Oh man.
So after a few minutes, I crawl to my phone and I call my wife and I'm like, baby, I broke something. Come pick me up, please.
Ugh.
And she takes me to the hospital, and, I'm just like grinning and bearing it the whole way. And then
Mm.
finally they shoot like Novocaine type thing into my arm. And after that I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I don't feel it anymore. Wonderful. Okay.
You're like, can you just keep that flowing from now on?
Right. It's not a narcotic. I don't want morphine. I don't want any of that. Just numb it. That's it.
All right. Well, so what is our what did we learn from this, Colin?
Um, Nothing.
Wear your wrist guards.
No, I had on my wrist guards.
Oh,
I had on
stop it.
everything. I had a helmet. I had chest protector, elbow pads, knee pads.
You had on your
I
wrist
even
guards and you still broke your wrist?
Yeah, and then I looked it up afterwards. I was like, "Well, what's up with that? Is that like a failure of a
Which ones were
thing?"
you wearing?
It was the function wrist guards. So they're one wheel actually bought them.
Do they
So they
have
had
the
like full finger.
Do they have the
It's
metal
only
plate?
it's plastic on
Right.
the here, and then nothing on the back.
Did it snap? Did the plastic snap?
Nope.
Wow.
Honestly, though, I've thought about it, and if I had had a stronger wrist guard, the way my hand was like so firmly planted, I'm worried my actual arm would have snapped rather than my wrist.
Oh, okay. You had one
Because
of those
I mean,
those
the momentum was just
Gotcha. Uh-oh. Think you froze. Okay. Hmm. Oh, wow. He said Springfield has some of the best one-wheel trails I've ridden in New England. Those segments are fire. Okay, Pete. I'm gonna have to check those out. I don't even know about that. And I live in Springfield. Okay, looks like Colin froze here. I'm hoping that I didn't. Let's see. Um, we'll give him a minute to come back. While he's there, I will go here. Oops, to the. Here we go. So this is what I was talking about, guys. This is so we have the segments that we're gonna do. Um, oh, and if you look on the website, we got Shredfest, and we have some one wheel sponsors this year, and some of the things that we're gonna win will be tickets to other events. So, excuse me. And if you're at their event, you can win a ticket to ours. So there is opportunity. Okay, thank you, Spartacus. I appreciate that because I was wondering. So yeah, he dropped out. He'll jump back in when he can. Um, so yeah, the one wheel, the segments. I'm new to the segment thing, but it looks like it's something that we're really going to be leaning into this year. So that's a good thing. Um, so the pro winners get a ticket to Amped or Shredfest. We're gonna have practice laps. Oh, I see him calling back in. Hang on a second. All right. He's still there. So, all right, you're back, buddy.
all right. Sorry about that. I plugged in the Ethernet cord, so shouldn't lose it.
Oh yeah. Well, I had unplugged mine and plugged it back up before we started. I wouldn't be glitching. But
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I was saying that, oh, you didn't see Colin, and I mean, you mentioned it, but I didn't know. Pete Lee said that Springfield has some of the best one-wheel trails that he's ever ridden in New England, and the segments are fire. And I'm like, I live in Springfield and don't know nothing about it, so I'm gonna have to jump on those segments just to see what it's about. So I'll have more information when we're doing it at the rally. But that's good. It's good to know. So you'll be able to do practice laps. Then we'll have the timed qualifier, so we can see whether you're going to race in the amateur or the pro class for both EUC and one wheel. Then we're going to supply lunch to everybody. And then we'll have the dirt track races for one wheels, and EUCs will be alternating races back and forth. Then we're going to have some PEV jousting. You guys know we did it last year. We also we were just in Virginia at Hyperfest, and we introduced that to the people out there. We had an audience of 24,000. We were showing a lot of them PEV jousting, and they were amazed. So we're going to be doing some of that.
Are we gonna have more jousting sticks this year?
I have one set, but I will order a second set so that we can have two going at the same time. So we can have EUC on one side and one wheel on the other side going at the same time. And
I
then
think there's so much more we could do with two.
Yeah.
We could even have a team jousting set up.
Okay, now you might be thinking too hard there, Colin. I don't know if you want to do dual. That might be a little bit
Think
much.
of the tactics.
Yeah, I'm thinking about no one getting hurt. That's what I'm thinking. Speaking of that, we'll also have some. Oh my goodness! Oh, I forgot. Now I just lost the name real quick. The guns. The gel blasters, the gel blasters. We might have a gel blaster battle out there. So if you have your gel blasters, feel free to bring them. And then we're gonna do an offsite night ride. There's a great place to eat around there. We're gonna go eat. And oh, you know what I didn't do? It's working fine. I'm gonna leave it. Normally I throw my headphones on, and I didn't, but this is glitching so much I don't want to make any changes. And then we're gonna have a Wheel Life Rally night party and bonfire. Yeah. That should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. All this that we're going through, Collin, and I haven't even gone to Sunday yet. What are you looking forward to the most?
I mean, if I get to race this year, I'm not sure with this thing, man, that these tracks, they are so intense. You know, they are tracks that you are almost certainly going to fall on. So I would love to do that downhill race again. The obstacle course is what we called it.
Yeah.
It was so fun. And I think, we got the GTS this year. It's a much more powerful uphill. It's a torquier board. And we got the float wheel, might have a few people on the float wheel or the GTV. I think that there's going to be a lot more competition there. I'd love to see a ton more people out there. That's what we're going for. I know that I've reached out to a bunch of people, but yes.
Well, let me tell you, I guess the biggest thing for me, as always, is having more people come from far places. Last year, the farthest place was Canada. We had a team of 6 come from Canada. They did really well on the extreme wheel. That was the new wheel, and they were kicking ass on it. It was great having them. I'm hoping to have a group from California this year, hopefully, and obviously New York and all parts in between. So I'm looking forward to having as many people as possible there so that everybody can really enjoy each other's company. I'm actually looking forward to hanging out in the bonfire and the group rides. Excuse me. I'm looking forward to a lot, but the event itself is going to be amazing. And I really hope you guys know, like I said, wheelliferally.com. Go right onto the website. There's many things that you can look at. We're going to be putting some more videos up from last year, adding those. Collin and I are going to be editing the website as we go forward from today, and just keep checking back. The jerseys this year, I got some short sleeve jerseys coming in, so I'm gonna put an order for jerseys in really soon. He wanted me to put it in as soon as possible, so I may do it actually the first couple days in July. So if you're looking to get one of the short sleeve jerseys for this year, make sure you put your order in really soon so I can do a big order. It's a new company. This year I'm doing generic. I'm not adding names and all that to the jerseys. I'm going to just get the jersey. It'll be a jersey like the shirt, but it'll be the jersey thin material. You can wear it over your gear if you want. And if you want to put your name or number on there, you can do that. But I'm not going to do it this year because last year it took too long for them to come in. And it was crazy. So I'm going with a different distributor who promises he can get them here in about 2 weeks. So I'm hoping to order them by the first week of July and then have them by the third week of July. And then everybody can grab them. Either I can ship them out to you, but the best bet is to pick them up at the rally. So it's free. But that's the plan this year. So the jerseys are on there. The t-shirts are on there. Put your orders in quick because I'll be having those made as soon as possible, as soon as I see how many we're going to need. And then looking at the sheet here, Sunday, again, gates open at 7 a.m. We're going to have another racers meeting. We're going to have both days. We're going to have racer meeting. Cobra, how do we order jerseys on the Wheel Life Rally website? Go right to wheellifrally.com. Go to where you see the jersey and click order below it. Or you can just, if you look, I also put my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal up there. If you rather just, instead of going through the website and you don't want to do your credit card or debit card or whatever, and you want to just send it to me, you can send it to me that way and just tell me the size jersey you want. I suggest you go a size up. They were a little snug. I told him to up the sizes, but I also am going to up my size. So, because the one that I got, the sample one, was a little snug. So be sure to go up on a size. But let me know, like I said, um, you can order it on the site. That way you can use your card and it'll go to there, and I'll ultimately get the order at some point, or you can send it directly to me, and I'm compiling a list of jerseys. So send that as soon as possible. Grab your ticket as soon as possible so I can get numbers and information from everybody. And this is going to be crazy this year, so get it going as soon as you possibly can. So if you look at the list, we also have the practice laps, the obstacle course, the trick clinic. So tell us about the trick clinic, Collin, because you said that we had somebody from One Wheel we were gonna that's gonna be running that.
Well, Greg Welch, he doesn't actually work for One Wheel itself, but he's somebody who basically goes to all of the events and
Mm-hmm.
helps set up the Stoke Parks. So he'll come and he'll probably bring some of his own things to build ramps with and stuff. And then I know I have a bunch of land wave ramps, and I'm looking into getting a fresh park ramp. And we're just going to build a really cool area that is good for ramps, rails, tricks, that kind of thing. And then what we'd really like to do, if we get his agreement into it, is do a small competition for tricks.
Trick competition. That'll be good.
But that one's really still pending up in the air. We got
Yeah.
to get his involvement solidified.
All right, so we'll see what he says, and what he thinks about that. But we also are gonna then we'll have lunch again. Once again, we'll supply lunch for everybody, and then we have drag race championships. So from the day before, we're gonna do the drag races, and then we'll do the championships on Sunday, and then
All
we're
I
gonna
know
do
is
some
the
more
lunch.
mini
Wait, we
games.
got to talk about the lunch, because
Go ahead.
last year it was so much better than it had any reason being. It was like just burgers and stuff, and maybe it was just a hot day, and
Well,
it felt so good. But those burgers were so tender and
yeah.
moist, and they were amazing.
Well, let me send the shouts out to Linda and Barbara, um, two of our electric unicycle group riders. Linda's all over the place. Well, Linda's a rider, and Barbara's our partner. But they supplied the lunch. Well, they cooked the lunch for us, and they helped me to take care of that, and they really put it down and made it happen last year, because the previous years we had pizza, which wasn't good. And just so you know, again, those of you that have been coming every year, you know that I had a whole dilemma with the food trucks. Every year I had food trucks come in, and even last year I had one show up and then leave. So I think it's
They
because
get there at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and
yeah,
they're like, "Why is nobody ordering any food yet?"
yeah,
It's like it's
yeah.
not lunchtime yet.
And then they left early, and it wasn't fun. So what we did last year was great, and I guess I'm offering Linda and Barbara's services because we haven't really confirmed that they're doing it again, but I believe they are. So they have,
Please,
yeah, they
please, I
haven't
want to
said
know
that
them
they can't,
burgers.
and they did such a great job last year, and it was a labor of love because both of them have huge hearts, and they were really into it, and it was really great to have them there doing that for us. So I'm glad you mentioned that, Colin, because the lunch was really good, and I believe we're going to have the same thing once again. So back to the mini games. We got a lot of added mini games this year. We're going to do Rumble for One Wheel. We're going to do some more relay races, backwards races, chair races for One Wheel, slow races for EUC, tandem races, which is Colin's idea.
Well, not my idea, but
It was his idea to
people have
throw
been
it in.
doing it way
So
before. And I did get those added to the form, the waiver form. I don't know if you noticed,
no,
but
I didn't, but good.
so when people fill out the waiver form, they can sign up for which exhibition activities they're interested in,
Very good. So, like I said,
and
Colin is
also the
helping me with
racing
the
class.
website. So that's really good, Colin. Thank you.
And hopefully I just made the website slightly easier to use. It loads up a little faster, and some of the buttons that were like white on white.
Hmm.
You couldn't read the add to cart and stuff like that.
Okay.
Made that slightly more readable.
Good. Very good. Because I definitely tell you, I'm not a website designer by by trade, and I was winging it. So it's nice to have someone who does it more than I do to help out with that. So then we're gonna do a nice award ceremony this year. We will have a nice podium for everyone this year, and have it set up a lot better than we had it before. Um, and then, and then, as my friend Rick from the Wick says, then it's bench race and bullshit time. So just time to hang out and have fun. Um,
And at that award ceremony, I think we've got some plans too, because we've got some prizes to give out, right? Do you want to talk about that at all?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time. I was distracted by my phone.
No. I was saying at the award ceremony, we're probably going to do some prize giveaways, right?
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
definitely. We're gonna have some really good prizes this year. Now I'm not sure which wheel I'm working on. As far as the winner, the grand champion, I'm working on getting a Falcon as the wheel to give away this year. It hasn't been 100% confirmed yet. Um, oh, hold on. Okay, so EUC vibes. What up, vibes? Vibes is in the house, and he said, "Can we do an EUC versus a one wheel race for his self esteem?"
I mean, this year we might be able to. At the mass endurance race at Oak
Uh
City, mass start endurance race. One of the guys, Luke Austin, who we've invited to come to Wheel Life Rally, he beat 3 or 4 different EUCs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he is crazy fast.
Okay, I'd like to see that because I have never seen a one wheel come even anywhere even close to beating an EUC. But if it's possible, I want to see it. So yes. So I was gonna ask you about that. I know we have these VESC boards and all kinds of other updates and add-ons to these one wheels that have given them a lot more speed. But I haven't seen anyone that's able to get them up to that speed because of the fact that you got to dip it so close to the ground, and it makes me very nervous when I see it. But it is fun to watch. So I would like to see that race. So vibes, you might be in for it.
At Oak City, Luke Austin was one of the guys that I was just like astounded by. The year previous, I went and I got handily beat, and I was like, man, I'm gonna work real hard and come back next year. I'm gonna like narrow that gap. And apparently, they had a similar idea of extending that gap themselves. They were like, we want to get better too, and we did.
Uh-huh.
A lot more than you did, Colin.
Okay. Well, we shall see. We definitely shall see how it goes. I'm excited because I mean, the more I think about it, the more excited I get. There's just a lot that I want to do. Uh, so, Chris Torino said, "Who's he racing? Kids?"
Nah, man, like EC Pro, like I don't know about pros, but
Were they racing on dirt or ground, cement or hardtop?
uh, dirt. It's trails and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. That's the equalizer. So that would make it a good race.
Well,
You
yeah,
know,
and that's what we'll be doing at Wheel City
Yeah,
or Wheel Life
Real Life
Rally.
Rally.
Not Wheel
Yeah,
City.
yeah, yeah. That would make it a good race. um, I'd like to see. So I think that may be our. I don't know. That may be our feature race that we come up with something. Just yeah. We shall see. We may
So
be able to work something out. But anyway, the prizes, that's the EUC. We will be giving away a wheel. We will be giving away a lot of things. You can see some of our sponsors are, Clark Pads and e-wheels and One Stop Board Shop, and Rev Rides was a big a big supporter last year, and they sent out the A2 from last year. So shouts out, excuse me, to Rev Rides, because they were really our number one supporter last year. They gave so much to us, and we really appreciated them. And One Stop Board Shop, obviously, for being our on-site sponsor. Brian did a hell of a job last year, and it's Brian who has really stepped up to push me to do more and focus more on one wheel, because that's not my forte. So he came on board with Collin and are helping me to foster a better relationship and focus more on that side. So, because the EUCs, we're going to be in the house. I got all of them locked down. There's many people that have approached me and sent me messages already. So I'm looking forward to that. But the one wheel side, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more, because at Oak City, the Shred Fest, and there's several, you guys have so many events for one wheel around the country, many more than EUCs do. So I'm looking forward to bringing some of those people here and trying to bring some of that fun and excitement here. I really want us to be a one big PEV family. So that's what I'm looking to try and do, is foster that relationship.
Even then, like the biggest races in the one wheel community, the closest one is North Carolina. Like Wheel Life Rally is Northeast, it's
Right.
New England. Like, love it. Also, I did add some of the one wheel sponsors to the Wheel Life Rally
Yep.
website. We got the Float Life, Oak City Shred Fest. That's going to be one of our grand prizes for the one wheel winner. They're going to get a ticket to Oak City Shred Fest 2025. Craft and Ride and One Wheel Parts are also sending prize packs to we can give out to at the awards ceremony. So
Yeah, and I was happy to see that you were able to add that. And that's another thing. As a matter of fact, why don't we just take a peek while we're here? We'll take a peek at the website. And shouts out to Sensei Vegan. What's up, Vegan? He says, good evening, Cobra and Collin. I'm definitely coming this year. That's good, man. Do me a favor though. Don't bring your Tesla, man. Don't bring he said he had fun with his Tesla, but I'm talking about his wheel Tesla. And I don't think that Tesla's made for what you need, man. I think you need a little bit more than that Tesla, Vegan. I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna put you here in. Let me see if I can throw this up too. Let's put this up. Here we go. So here's the rally website, and you can see we got 1 month, 44 days, 21 hours, and 47 minutes until the Wheel Life Rally 2024. So if you guys have not gotten your ticket yet, jump in and grab one now. Put it on your calendar. Be ready, because this year is going to be just as fun. You can see the aerial view right here of the WIC 338. What a great place to have this. We were able to do that downhill, and I'm hoping this year we're able to do the same thing. You can see that we have Amped, Rev Rides, One Stop Board Shop, E-Wheels, Clark Pad, Splice Gar, Float Life Fest, Oak City Shred Fest, Craft and Ride, One Wheel Parts. We got a lot of people helping us out, and we really would love to have all of you there enjoying the fun that we're putting together for you guys. You can see here,
I'm gonna have to fix that countdown. 1 day 40 or 1 month 44 days. That's not right.
And it kills me how it does that, but it did it last month. I saw that and I said, well, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. But if you can fix it, go for it. But here's the short sleeve jersey, and you can see at the bottom, you can hit right here where you can go ahead and add that to the cart. There's a 1 day pass. Then and this needed to be updated. I did not update the photo there. I thought I did already, but I will. And then the sponsor, and we have a raffle ticket. Oh, I'm glad I just said that. So, the raffle is where we're going to be giving away another wheel. It might be an A2. So if you don't have a A2 that you can zip around on, But it may be a Falcon also. That's where I would really like to give the Falcon away is for the raffle prize, because the raffle prize, if you don't know, we are also partnered with ACCO, the American Childhood Cancer Organization, and last year we raised $500 for them, and this year I'd like to raise at least 1,000 for that organization. Very worthwhile organization. Um, if you don't know, we were put in contact with them through Amped Electric Games, and Turbo, his son, was dealing with them. His son had cancer, and it was they treated him really well, and him and Chrissy put us in contact with the ACCO, and we've been able to do our best to try and raise money for that worthwhile organization. So all money from the raffle will go to that as well. So that's what we're hoping for, to raise a good bit of money on that. And actually, you know what? We're gonna leave it. So it's $80 for 1 day, $125 for the 2 day, and then if you um no, you know what? I think that wasn't updated. It's $150 for 2 days. This did you update this again, Colin? The
Or haven't
photo here.
updated any prices or photos
Okay,
as far
so
as
then
products.
this I thought was upgraded already, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it. So for this month, it's 125. If
All right,
if
so
you can,
we do need to update the price then because
yeah,
it's set to 150.
yeah. This was supposed, and I think it's because the photo didn't update. I put it in and it didn't update. So we're gonna edit that. So we'll fix that tonight, and it will be 125 if you do it this month, and then it goes up to 150 next month. Um, and you can see the prices here. Yeah, that image. I don't know what happened. I thought I updated that one twice. Like I said, website design is not my strong suit. I am always winging it when I'm doing it. But that's why I brought in other people, so it's not all a one man band, because it's been that way since I had some help, but was still doing most of it myself. So, oh, what's up?
Mind if I go
Grills
ahead and
is in
make
the
that update?
house. What'd you say, Colin?
Can I go ahead and update the price to 125?
Yeah, you can update it now.
Okay,
Yep.
boom.
So now
That
the
way, if
price is
anybody's watching, they
125
just
right
gotta
now.
join.
So
See
I
if
would,
I can
if
do that.
if you're gonna get it, I would get it now, um, if that's a concern to you. Um, and again, this year we are gonna have to do a lot more work to make it happen, but that's behind the scenes. That's for me to do. Rick, Rick from the Wick, send out positive thoughts and prayers. He will be having some surgery, and so he won't be able to be with us, but he will be with us in spirit, and he'll be recovering. So he will have. We will be doing a lot of what Rick was doing. So I'm hoping that everybody gets a chance to make it out there, and I think I want to do something special for him while we're there together. But we'll work on that later. At any rate, like I said, so the raffle prize, I'm hoping that will be a Falcon. I'll know those answers by the end of the week, so that's the plan though. But it will either way, it'll be a good wheel. And if you haven't seen the videos on it, I really like that wheel. I think I'm gonna have to get that next. It's one of the things that I really like is that new wheel. It's the size of the A2, but has better construction. It's more powerful. Has suspension on it. So for those little zips around town or around the area and around the neighborhood, excuse me, or around the event, it's a good wheel for that. Um, so Quinn Foster, what's up, man? So I don't know. I think that's all I really wanted to do tonight, Colin, was update them, um, and talk to them about the rally and what's coming up. And all the people that we have planned to come. Uh, we are hoping to get a lot of the supporters from the One Wheel community, and Brian and Colin are working on that. We've Beast Wheel and anything else you wanted to add to that, Colin?
Yeah, we've also reached out to the Long Island Trail Riders. We believe they'll be showing up in force. That's Long Island, New York. They are also an underground segment team, or not team so much as just group that all ride segments and they get jerseys together and go to events like Oak City together. So should be getting some good access to them. Or I don't think that they'll be coming.
Spit it
I don't know
out,
what the hell
Colin.
I'm
Spit
talking
it
about.
out.
Yeah. Gotta stop smoking before I get on here. Yeah, we don't have the image for the 2-day pass. So if you can create that image real quick at some point, we can get that updated.
Okay.
Because the big thing is it still has the old date on it.
Oh,
We
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
people thinking that they're buying a ticket to the old date.
No, I updated that in there. I thought I had left it in there. That's probably why it didn't show through.
I don't see it as uploaded into the
Okay.
list of images.
Okay, I'll do it again. So is there any questions? Anybody got any questions? Because I'm hoping that everybody we see here and everybody is going to be there. So if you're not, if you don't know about it, make sure that you go to wheelliferally.com and check it out. And I say that because people ask me all the time, hey, where's the information? wheelliferally.com. So if you're not sure, where should they go, Colin?
WeAliveRally.com.
Bam! There it is.
And there's going to be more information coming up. We're going to be posting the schedule. I really want to link the checkout page to that forms page so that after you're done checking out and purchasing, it takes you straight to the form to fill out the waiver.
Okay.
That way, and yeah, we want to get the schedule up. We want to get featured riders who are coming. Like, hey, this guy's coming. You want to race him? Good luck.
I definitely want to add the guy who you said that was beating EUC riders. I want to I want to see. He's got to be put up there.
So his final time for the mass start endurance race was 18 minutes and 1 second. The best EUC time was 15:25, but he beat 3 EUC people. One in Ash Dugan at 18:12, Nat Phillips at 18:57, and Chun Young Seto at 19:35.
Okay, now did they fall? Is that their race time?
I assume everybody fell at some point. It's an 18-minute race. Like, damn, if they didn't fall in 18 minutes, they're even better than I realized.
So, all right. Well, we'll definitely check that out because that is that's interesting. I want to put him. I want to see this dude. Because I had somebody else say, Brian, that's who it was. Brian was saying the same thing. He's like, I don't know. I know some one-wheelers that, and I'm like, all right, I want to see it because we love friendly competition.
Yeah. And this year we'll have enough one-wheelers there that it'll be friendly and not just you guys like 40 EUC guys beating down on 5 one-wheelers.
All right, we'll even it up this year. So,
if anything, I want there to be more one-wheelers there this year. That's what I'm going for.
Well, you focus on that. I'm just focusing on getting some of my EUC riders from longer distances because there's some guys, a lot more of the New York crew, but New York always represents Jersey crew, and Vegan's coming, so I'm hoping he brings some of his boys. So, Chris he said, damn, you dropping names of people who lost?
I was wondering if anybody noticed, recognized the names.
That's messed up.
If it was like, oh, I know him. He's fast. Wow, that guy beat that guy? That's real fast.
Yeah, Spartacus, thank you. He said, Cobra putting in the work. Thanks for putting the Wheel Life Rally together. Looking like 2024 will be fire. It's going to be lit as fuck. You're right. It will be. And that's not just because of me. It's because of the whole team. Because we have Colin and we have Brian and we have Ashley and we have Mickey and we have Andrew and everybody behind the scenes. And not just those that are on the team, but we need a team of volunteers, at least 10 volunteers. We need volunteers to help run the events, to help do the timekeeping, and to make sure that we are, everything is easy for us. What I'd really like this year is to be able to relax a little bit more and enjoy everything a little bit more. And in order to do that, I need volunteers that are willing to jump in and help.
That's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get any time to relax. You know it.
He said, Pete said, note to self, use fake name for registration.
So one thing we really want to do with the volunteers, though, is split it up. We don't want you volunteering necessarily during times that you want to be doing stuff.
Right.
But hey, if you're an EC guy and you can help time during the one-wheel races, or a one-wheel guy and you can help time during the EUC races, that's awesome. We can give you the discount, and you can be charging your board while that's happening, getting ready.
Yep. And we will have several generators set up and power outlets so that people can charge in between. Because I know the one wheels, that was one of the issues, is that when they start burning them and really hitting it, then they burn through their battery. So we'll have spots for them to charge.
Oh, yeah.
So Primo's in the house. Shouts out to Primo, the man who hooked up and made the Worcester Takeover a success. Great job there, buddy. And he said the Commander Mini will win the Wheel Life Rally unless I sell it. And then I'll have to win using my M103. Okay.
What is Tarzan racing this year? That's
all that matters.
Whatever board that is, I think that's going to be the winning board.
You legit got to beat Tarzan. You got to beat the man, not the wheel, because he'll win on anything.
Right.
He was using an RS, I think, last year. One of the older wheels. I think that's what he was using last year. But, it don't matter. That man is crazy.
Like, I don't even know if he needs an electric unicycle. I'm pretty sure if you just put him on, like, a pedal unicycle, he's going to win.
He's just something. He's a freak of nature, that dude. So Grill says we will eventually find the perfect EUC to compete with one wheels. We'll find it one day. Honestly, I think if we were rocking, like, the Falcon might be a good one because it's not too much faster. So it would be more of an even scale to see someone race a Falcon against the one wheel in the dirt. That would be interesting to see, because its top speed is 31 miles per hour. But that's on straight flat. So
yeah, it depends on the kind of terrain you're racing on. Let's see. I'm looking up now, like, the qualifying times of EUC versus the best, like.
Oh, now you're gonna put more folks on blast? Come on, Collin.
No, I'm not gonna say anything now
Come on,
about specific names. But I will say that he got better qualifying times than 6 people. 6 unnamed
riders who will not be named.
Yes.
Just putting folks on blast. Got Pete talking about putting a fake name. Anyway, and Pete, I have this crazy image of you in my head going downhill from the dam in Worcester. When we were at the Worcester Takeover, man, you were white knuckling it, like, going down the hill. He said to us at the bar, he said, that's the fastest I've ever gone on it. I was like, I could tell. He was like, Pete was nervous as shit going downhill. We were flying downhill, boy.
I know,
but we had a great time. It was a lot of fun. I love getting together with a bunch of people riding. The only thing I was disappointed in, and I guess they'll be there, is oh my goodness, we had 2 one-wheel riders, and you know what? I'm gonna leave names out of this. One-wheel riders, they made it the first part of the first ride, and then they were gone. I don't even know where they went. I get, but in their defense, EUC riders don't know how to ride slow. We we don't know how to ride slow, and we start in a group ride. It starts off slow. The first ride was supposed to be like a 25 mile per hour ride, and it was like a 35 mile per hour ride.
Yeah, that is not slow for a one wheel, especially like on a trail. Like 25
No,
miles per hour. That's
no, we were
like
on the street. We were on the street. This
okay.
this was this is a street run, and one of the riders was one of the winners from one of the rallies, and another rider is a very famous, really good one wheel rider. So we had two really good riders. I was like, where did they go? But then I realized I was like, okay, we were going a little fast. So
Yeah, I mean, like even on a GTS, I would probably max it out around 30. After that is when I start pushing into
yeah, yeah. So I
injury
was like,
territory.
I don't think they really want to ride that fast all the time anyway. So I'm like, I get it, I get it. But yeah, I
For like
look
a
forward.
steep downhill, what's going to be better, a one wheel or an EUC? Can
Oh,
an EUC do
easy.
a really steep
Oh yeah,
downhill?
oh yeah. You just let it go. It is really just you slowing it down because it will go. That's the thing about our wheels. They just shoom, take off.
Yeah.
Um,
We often get into a tail drag where the back of the
oh yeah.
board is hitting the terrain as you're going down. You're trying to slow down and you're dragging the tail, and then you start going faster and faster.
The only time we have an issue is if your wheel has a big kickstand in the back, because some of them now have, excuse me, a good sized kickstand that's permanently on the back. And if it's low enough and you're going down a steep hill, you might, rub that kickstand on the ground in the back. So you might have to go a little faster.
Yeah.
So, which is, not a problem.
Right,
So,
that's the thing. Like if you commit, if you can just keep pushing down.
yeah, you commit, you commit. That's how it goes. So Colin, I wish you a speedy recovery, man. Because
Thank
it
you.
sucks to be injured. But let me ask you an honest question: have you ridden since?
Yes, I rode to my son's school. I rode around for like 15 minutes, and I think like the vibrations and stuff was like just
Uh huh.
bothered my arm, and I was like, all right, it's too soon. I gotta wait a little bit longer.
Yep, it's a problem. We got a problem. I had to go
Uh-huh.
to pick up my glasses today, and I had to go to Walmart. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm taking the wheel." So I was out on the wheel, just loving it. So all right, that's all I wanted to do. Everybody was get you guys up to date. So if you know somebody who is looking to go to the rally and they're looking for information, wanting to get an idea of the vibe that we're going for this year, send them this video. Let them watch this live stream. Again, I apologize for my glitching over here, but as long as the audio is good, yeah, I'm upset. I'm really upset that this is happening. I'm gonna restart my computer and hope that that's not a continued thing. But you can hear what's going on and you could see the information that I put up on the screen. We are going to load the schedule of events. I'm going to do it in a better font and do a better image, but we're going to load that onto the website too so you have an idea of what we're doing. Make sure they go to wheelliverally.com. Check it out. Grab your tickets as soon as you can. The sooner the better, so I know exactly what we're dealing with and what we're working with. Order your jersey, order your t-shirt, so I can get those made up sooner rather than later, because I do like to do Wheel Life Rally group rides, and I'd like everybody to be rocking their jerseys and t-shirts. So I want to do that more. So going forward, like I said, please go ahead and grab your stuff. Colin is going to be helping. So if you see some issues on the website that need to be worked on, send them, let us know, and we'll work on it and get it tightened up. And hit the like button. Everybody go through and hit the like button. Make sure you're liking this. I didn't even put this out, edit the information underneath, but I will right after this. But go ahead and hit the like button so I can see all those those nice thumbs ups on there and share it with whoever you can so they know the information and they're ready for the Wheel Life Rally 2024. You know. Collin, you got anything? Any last closing words for them?
Join us on Telegram. We don't have it on the website, do we?
No,
Let's
but
get
we
that
can
added to
add
the
that.
website.
Yeah. Yes, we have a
Uh,
Telegram group, Wheel Life Rally group. If you're not in it already, jump in it. Um, and we're going to be adding more. You can see Instagram Wheel Life Rally on Instagram as well. We've put in some of the videos from last year. We've been adding them slowly, but now we're about to ramp that up so you can see some of the action from last year. Yeah, I think that's it. Anything else, Collin?
yeah, the Telegram is t.me/Wheel Life Rally Group. I was just sending it to you. You can post it in chat or something.
Yes. Let's see if I can do that. Do 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 do. Let's see. Mm-mm. Okay, so I'm excited.
That's
Every
a
time I,
great place to ask questions. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
excited too.
yeah. Every time I talk about it and think about it, I get more excited. I wish that others had the same excitement that I have. Let's see.
I mean, the location is so amazing. The
It
biggest
is.
thing we need is just more people to come.
Yeah,
We got to get everybody coming.
yeah.
I want
This is
everybody to come.
it really is New England's premier PEV event, and it's that no matter what, because there isn't another one. So to make it the best that it can possibly be, make sure you're there. Honestly, that's it, and that's all I want is to. I want to get enough people there so that every year I can make it better and better and better and add more people to the team and add more people to the event and just bring more people from farther away. And I just I have this fire inside to try and make it amazing. And I know that I can't do it alone. I need you guys to help do that. So, all right. I threw it in the chat. So, anybody, let's see. Can we see it in the bottom of the chat here? Let me see if it popped up. Yeah, there it goes. And that's so funny. It says Real Life Rally grew. That's so weird, but
What? Okay, that wasn't right. It should be
no,
group. I don't know what the heck happened.
no, because and I think you sent it and copied it, didn't you?
Fixed it. Yeah.
So I don't know why that happened, but I copied from what you sent.
All right.
That is so weird. Let me do it again.
Yeah, I did. I pasted again.
I just copied from there. I'm glad I looked at it. I'm like, that don't look right. And then
Join
when I
us in the
click,
Groog.
let me send it again. And okay, now it says group. That's so weird. See what happens when you don't look. I'm like, make sure I look at it. And I'm trying to delete the other one.
Join our Groog, guys.
All right, we got problems. All right, it won't let me delete it. Come on, delete. I'm trying to delete the first one from the chat, and it won't let me. Let me see.
All right, let me let you go. My kiddos are demanding my attention.
Yeah. All right. You guys have a fantastic evening. We will see you at the Real Life Rally, and actually, we'll see you before then. We'll be posting updates. So check us out. Until next time, it's Collin Chandler and your man ThaBlackCobra. We'll see you guys in the next one. Till then,
Bye.
doses.